our major award winners this evening. At this time, I would like to ask our valedictorians to join us on stage. Matsumo and Arroyo Garcia have been selected by the graduating class as their valedictorians this year. It is my pleasure to welcome them to the podium.
Good evening, parents, guardians, faculty, and fellow graduates of 2025. At the beginning of 8th grade in 2020, the COVID pandemic took the world by storm.
It was a time of global uncertainty and isolation. We asked ourselves, where will our societies be tomorrow? In a year? In 5 years?
5 years later, we're all here in this very auditorium. It is once again a time of collective uncertainty, although this time we aren't quarantined.
We gather here together tonight to face the unknown. We are once again a group of shared stakes as we move on from the familiarity of Churchill to soar to new heights. Where will we be post-graduation?
Well, slow down. Before we ask, where will we be? Let us answer, where do we come from? Let's take some time tonight, together, to look back at our journey and commemorate how far we've come.
On our journey here, we weren't all alone. We needed a little bit of help, maybe a lot of help. First and foremost, we want to thank all of our parents and caregivers who are here tonight. We would not be here today without them, literally.
Thank you for paying my grad fees, Mom.
Wait, I haven't paid my grad fees yet.
As you step foot into high school, you're blessed to have been grown and learned within a community that truly cared. To our staff, teachers, and parents, thank you. You were the steady hands that guided us through uncertainty, the patient smile behind all our shenanigans, and most importantly, the kind hearts that reassured us that we were never alone.
Whether it be the test score we begged you to round up, the smiley faces of encouragement on our quizzes, or that extension you gave us when we were having a really tough time.
I mean, we were probably procrastinating.
We couldn't have done it without you.
And through all of this, there was one very special person who stuck it out with us for all 5 years.
She will be retiring this coming fall, and we want to take a moment to express our deepest and utmost gratitude.
Retirement to our great counselor, Miss Salter. Thank you for seeing us grow, fall, and get up every single time, reminding us time and time again that within us lies a capacity for greatness in all aspects of life. This is a token of our appreciation.
Matsumo and I want to start our journey by sharing a personal anecdote on how our relationships have evolved alongside us.
We ran for valedictorian together, obviously. But back in the day, political rivals. Presidency, one winner, one not winner. But in the spirit of humility, I'm just gonna quietly mention, I won.
Okay, buddy, move it along.
Now, Aurora and I were strangers, then rivals, and now partners, presenting you this speech tonight.
We last stood across from each other as competitors, but now stand next to each other as collaborators. We tell the story to show how our relationships, like our life experiences and knowledge, are like a web that continues to evolve and grow alongside us.
And now, although we're about to go our separate ways, one thing will always bring us together: the community that we have fostered here at Sir Winston Churchill.
Let us take our first steps together. 8th grade. COVID, BLM, whipped coffee. The year 2020 was eventful, to say the least. School is no less confusing. We learned our way around the labyrinth of the building that is Churchill, slacked off during online classes, and experienced, most devastatingly, the introduction of Teams, not yet knowing that it would plague our lives for the next 5 years. In a world standing still, we found ourselves taking our very first steps. Matsumo man, what are you doing? Are you
Sorry.
folding something?
No, nothing. Just think of it. Anyways, next was grade 9. We start to grow into ourselves a little bit more, putting ourselves out there. Not so brand new, but very wide-eyed, searching for the endless opportunities that high school had to offer. With COVID restrictions slowly lifting, we started leaving our comfort zones, joining sports teams, clubs, and making friends that would shape the years to come. Grade 9 marks finding our place, not just in our school lives, but in who we were becoming.
Grade 10, a year of experimentation and transitioning. We were no longer the youngest in the building as we inched towards being in the older half of the school population, and things started getting serious. The proficiency scale became percentage grades, and fit times were actually used. Our grade 10 selves were like baby birds, first learning to take flight. We grew to realize that high school wasn't just about getting through it, but also finding what made us thrive. That was a good line. You listening?
Sorry. Yeah, birds, babies, something. Anyways, next was grade 11. Maybe our biggest jump yet. Everything was starting to feel a little more real. Deadlines mattered more, time flew by, and we began learning how to drive. A time where we were literally moving forward, despite being shaky at first. In this moment, we were flying further than ever before, but every now and then, we'd stop and look around and just realize how far we've come. We're definitely older by now, and compared to the fresh faces of grade 8s, we can definitely say that we are naive, awkward, but kind of cute in hindsight. Just ask your parents. Now in this step, we became the ones that others looked up to, even if we weren't prepared for it at first.
Finally, our grad year. This year has been a unique year. It's our final year, hopefully. We grew our web of life experiences as we became the older students in Churchill, and many of us went through the college application cycle, experiencing what it felt like to be down really bad for a person, or more so an institution, who really did not want you back.
Similarly, many of us went through job applications or were employed, and experienced the real world outside of academia. Fittingly, the focus of our education turned towards our goals, shifting from learning in the moment to gearing up for a future we had only just begun to imagine.
We also developed severe senioritis and racked up too many absences, and at some point in the last month or year, wished that we could just graduate.
But here we are now, and our time is up. What now? This is the end of high school. Where do we go?
The reality is that where we're going looks radically different for everyone. Our trajectories of flight may overlap, but will never be quite exactly the same.
That's pretty scary. So we're flying headfirst into the unknown with no equipment and no directions.
No, we actually have all the equipment we need. The knowledge and life experiences we gained from our time together at Churchill has equipped each and every one of us with the ability to tackle any future difficulties.
So surviving the Langara run with the Zervinos, listing all the reasons not to cut through the golf course, then watching all our friends do it anyways, that taught us perseverance and integrity.
Yeah, and let's not forget when Ms. Salter had to remind us all like 10 times for us to get our grad one-liners in. That taught us maybe we're still working on the time management and following deadlines.
Nevertheless, right from the beginning, it was always more than equations or essays. We learned how to laugh, how to cry, how to care. The kindness and camaraderie that we have fostered here at Churchill not only marks a legacy of the very individuals in this theater, but also the spirited environment that we have created for the generations to come. With the Churchill community, we have created something much bigger than ourselves.
We are all united tonight by this amazing community which we know and love. Moving forward, our bonds formed at Churchill will become an inner layer of our web of connections as we soar off into different horizons.
The future is bright. Be proud of who we are as Churchill alumni and everything we learned together along the way. In a world uncertain and futures vibrantly different, we can always look back in this time in our lives and anchor us.
Thank you everyone for being present with us tonight, and I promise this event is coming to an end. Wait, Matsumo, now can you tell me, what have you been building throughout this speech?
Well, I've been building what we have created as a graduating class of 2025, who are now ready for takeoff. Come on.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. Maybe. I'm just really excited. This is a moment in our lives that we have been waiting for the last 5 years. Why? Are you scared?
A little, but I know we can do it.
This is Air Traffic Control checking in with Flight SWC 2025. Runway 29, you are cleared for takeoff. Godspeed.
Copy that.
Man, should we throw the plane or caps?
Why not both? Come on, everyone!
5, 4, 3, 2,